And this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Henry up the middle. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is Gordon on the dump off. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Herbert. This will go to Henry out wide. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. The Chargers at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there taken in by Smith. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gordon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints 14, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. gain. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Juju Smith-Schuster. 42 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll start with the option. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman,
48 yards.
and the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown, Chargers. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers get a bit closer.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He's got room past the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Off the option, here's Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a throw here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again to Henry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Boswell's kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Hey, 43, yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, this is Smith to the ground. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Over the middle to Smith. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Now Herbert. Caught by Cobb.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Herbert now to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Herbert. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Herbert
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.